I can understand why people just don't become artists. They don't become true artists. Even I feel limited by, I feel limited just by survival, you know? Fitting in with this system, you know, unless you're born into some kind of money is no object sort of household, then you have to work to live, you know? And that, you know, it's not always possible for people to work at something that they love. Either they're not smart enough or it's just not available in their community. Like, it's not always possible to be an artist, you know? Sometimes, you know, the community just rejects it. Whatever art that you're offering, it's just not what they want. If you really think that you are offering a valuable addition to the world, then just go for it, you know? Whether that leads you to rough times or not, you know, I think you should add value. And I don't mean sort of economic value. I mean spiritual value, or, you know, soul food, something that transcends. Musicians, painters, carpenters, craftsmen all over the world are suffering. We need to have the courage to swim against the stream and to be true to ourselves so that we can rebuild somewhat of an organic life. I know this sounds very abstract, but people are numb to real art. Everyone is seeing the value of things in an economy-driven, sort of consumer-driven society. And we're forgetting what matters and what is good for our souls. I think it's my responsibility to be true to all my beliefs. It doesn't really mean much if I believe in something and then I do nothing to live by that. If I want to protect the environment, then I should be actively contributing. I don't think it's about rejecting your community or rejecting the system, you know? It's just about taking small steps to set an example and to fight, you know, to push back on the numbness that people are going through, you know? And I think painting is a good tool to awaken people of reflection and it's a way of accessing their hunger for something real. You know, it's poetry, it's literature, it's music, it's paintings, it's real life experiences, and that's what we want. I can't tell other people what to do. I can barely tell myself what to do. I think it's just important to listen to yourself, to listen to your higher self. We're constantly fighting a demon which wants us to take the easy route and to not make the sacrifice. We know we have the ability to do something great, but we like the security. And I don't blame people for wanting security, but security from what? Security from each other. We're coming up with more and more ways to defend ourselves from ourselves rather than looking at the root of what's wrong, you know? The way that we're living is completely disconnected from each other. There's a paranoia going around, and I think art is the cure. That's what I think.